Hi there, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the week of July 24th through the 30th in my Sadie Stickers vertical planner. I'm going to be using a kit that I got so long ago, but I'm really excited to use from Caress Press called Movie Night. This is a really cute kit, and I just thought I have to use this because if I don't use it now, I'm never going to use it, and it's so cute. So this is the mini, or the essentials kit, I guess is what she calls it. So it's the smallest kit size that she sells. It has some really fun movie things. I've never been to a movie party like this, but I thought it would be really fun. Um, Her kits always come with some really cute deco and really like lovely little designs. The colors in this are very similar to the colors that I did for the beach picnic kit, which is right here. So it's a very similar color scheme. This kit comes with a lot of functionals in very easy to read fonts. I really love this detail with the popcorn. I just thought that was precious. And I might even try and color block this time. And then last but not least, this is the washi. It comes with date dots that are color coded to match. And it has this really cute full box. So I'm going to try and use all of these full boxes, which is really hard because there's 9 squares and there's only 8 things here. I'm gonna go and make this kit silver. Now there is a foil bundle for this specific kit called Movie Night that you can still buy, I think. I considered buying it, but I just never ordered it, and I don't want to wait for it to show up. So I'm going to be using some Sadie Stickers Foil Tuesday stuff. This is from the Advent calendar. And then this, I'm not a big bows person. I know it's like a thing in the planner community. It's just not my favorite. But I got this with a Once More with Love kit, and I was going to try and see if maybe I could incorporate it into this because I don't like to waste stickers, but if I really don't like it, I'm just not going to use it. So anyway, I've got some of my mini icons picked out for some of my other stickers, and I have my week sort of diary that I kept in my bullet journal here. So I am just going to speed things up and come back in a voiceover. Okay. All right, so just to get things started, I actually went ahead and put the date dots on off camera because that takes a little while. And I managed to get this down right the first time, which is kind of a shock. There's actually just a sliver of extra washi sticking out at the bottom there, but what am I gonna do? Maybe I'll actually go back and fix it. Maybe I'll wait until gunk accumulates on the bottom and that'll be that. So yeah, I did decide to color block this week, and I had enough glitter headers to do that, so that was perfect. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do that, so I started off just by putting the headers at the top to see where I would go. Next thing I did was I put the date dots down. So these are really fun and funky. I like how easy to read Caress Press's date covers are. I know that's important to many of us who can't see very well. But it worked out really well. This was a crazy week for many reasons, but the first reason happens right at the top of the week. So for those of you who haven't gone and watched the plan with me from last week, I will link it up in the cards here, and hopefully I will remember to actually do that this time. I put this Sadie Stickers washi that was supposed to be an overlay, but I actually think it looks really pretty just right there. I did end up using the bow headers for the washi just to use them. I'm not a crazy bow person, but I'm not about to waste stuff. There was like a little piece of something stuck to the planner, and that's why I keep scratching the planner like that. On camera, you can't see it, but it was there, I promise. So this is me trying to color block and unsuccessfully get the stuff off. These kits, the stickers are, there's two different kinds that you can get. I always get the least expensive kind. And so they're not vinyl stickers, but they have a very plasticky texture to them. And they're not super easy to take on and off. Sadie Stickers kits, you can remove them very, very easily. Charlotte's Paper Company kits, sometimes you can do it without ripping, but generally speaking, it was much easier to move and manipulate these. I love this art so much. It's just so pretty. I've never been to a movie night like this where you're outside and you can see everything, but it looked really, really cool. I love the concept of like blankets outside with the movie night and the popcorn and the 3D glasses. I mean, it was just so sweet. Even the root beer bar, I loved that. It was adorable. Charcuterie board, I've never successfully made a charcuterie board. I would love to be able to do that. That'll be the peak of my adulthood when I can manage to make one of those. And now society has moved on from charcuterie. You don't just do charcuterie boards. They have to be like butter boards or cookie dough boards or something outrageous. So I'm like way off base here. So I decided to track vitamins and oral meds for the kittens. There's a clue as to what's coming. But I also put down a cleaning tracker, and then I'm so sorry you can't see, but yeah, there's a cute little animal set all bundled up. That was an extra full box sticker, and it was too cute not to use. And then I decided there was all this really great deco. I really like what Tattoo Teacher Plans does with her deco. She puts it all at the top, but I really decided that I wanted to just put it right next to the July header, and I think that worked out perfectly. Still can't get that spot off. But I'm still scratching at it. Okay. So Monday, my husband had a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I just used a sticker to mark that. I had some extra stickers from leftovers that I found in the right color scheme, so I just used those. So on Monday, my goal was to feed the kittens, weigh the kittens, play with the kittens, and then I got a call from the foster mom who we got the kittens from. And she told us that her kittens that she was fostering that had spent time in the same room as our kittens had, I'm writing it down, ringworm. So ringworm is a really nasty fungal disease that is highly contagious. It spreads easily from from animals to humans to surfaces. The spores can live for months and months, even when they're not on living creatures. And it really, really sucks for cats and dogs in shelters because sometimes the treatment, which is not painful but is very obnoxious treatment, is too much for them to handle, and so sometimes shelters will actually euthanize these animals. It's devastating. It's like if you got the chicken pox and you were euthanized for getting the chicken pox. It's so dumb. Like, there's no point to euthanizing animals in this way, and so we were devastated, but also like, we're going to take this opportunity. We have a social media platform. Let's use it to sort of engage people on how to take care of these animals. The trickiest part was that we had them in a carpeted room. So first things first, I had to take them to the shelter to get checked out, which it was very clear that one of our cats had it, so that probably all of them had it. And that was a real bummer. So we kept them in the kitty room, which is the room that we used for our base camp, for at least one more night. They gave them oral medication, and then we had to do a lime sulfur spray, which smells like eggs. It's horrible. The kittens hate it, but I talk about it more on the Instagram handle, so if you want to check it out, please do that. So it was just like a crazy, crazy day. I was ordering playpens to keep the cats in. I sort of, low-key panicked on this because I knew that ringworm was going to be a challenge, but ultimately the day ended with us watching The Bear, which was great. I highly recommend that movie, or not movie, that show. You can watch it on Hulu. It's fantastic. Um, but anyway, so that was Monday. Then Tuesday, I had to clean the whole house, and I actually had family coming over, which is so rare. So I had to clean the house. I had to order more supplies because I realized there were things that I didn't order, like disinfectant and extra gloves and things like that. So I changed the litter box. My Aunt Kathleen visited, and that was so nice. She got to see the house. She's like the only family member besides my husband's family that's actually seen the house. So that was really exciting. Um, we did eventually move the kittens into the playpens in the evening, and they hated it. But we had to do just part of the whole keeping them sanitary and all of that. On Wednesday, so we had to do feedings. I had to clean the carriers. We did some playtime with them. We posted on Instagram about it. It was a whole thing. I binge watched a lot of television. I watched Survival of the Thickest, which I highly recommend. Michelle Buteau is a genius. I read my book club book, which I'm not crazy about, but I will, save my opinions for actual book club. I decided to be ambitious and I cooked and I made wine chicken. I think I made it incorrectly, but my husband still liked it enough that I made it a second time later that week. And then I Zoomed with my friend who was like, "Whoa, is everything okay?" So, yeah. Thursday was just like a series of more errands, just trying to clean the house, trying to take care of the babies. Playing with the babies became like the highlight of my day. Um, and so I decided to and I made salmon and couscous on Thursday, and that was really delicious. Um, Actually, my husband made the salmon, I made the couscous. uh, and then let's see, so I used the charcuterie deco to mark that I went shopping at Publix, which is probably like not when you're supposed to do that kind of thing. And I moved the glitter header around, even though it didn't match with the rest of the week, but who cares? Um, so Thursday we had to do the lime sulfur spray again because you have to do this every 2 weeks. And it is stinky, awful stuff. The kittens hate it. But we were told this is like what you have to do. And at the time, and remember, this is only day 4 we had the kittens with the ringworm, we didn't have a sense of how long we were going to be doing this. I was hopeful that it was maybe just a week because we were going to be bringing them back the following Monday. And when I say we, I mean me, because my husband works during the day. So at this point, I was like, okay, we only have to do this one time. Let's do it, whatever. So then on Friday, my husband had another doctor's appointment. He had good news, which was great. So that was already a uptick on how great the day was going to get. Friday was just a full day of feedings, playtime, cleaning, laundry. This has now become my life. This is all I do, and it is what it is. I have the utmost respect for stay-at-home moms now because I don't even have a kid. And my whole life is all about cleaning and sanitizing and making sure that they have enough food, making sure they're getting enough exercise. It's not at all like having a child, but I can only imagine how much more challenging this is going to get when I have to go back to work. So, in the meantime, I'm trying to enjoy having the freedom to just have a clean house as often as I can and move on from there. I decided to schedule a professional carpet cleaner to come and disinfect the room that the kittens were in because, like I said, ringworm spores can live in places for months, and we would like to be able to have family come and stay in the house and not worry about whether or not they're going to get ringworm or we're going to get ringworm. So all of that was very important. And then on Friday, we treated ourselves to some really delicious ice cream. So I used the ice cream foiled sticker, and we just had a really like low-key Friday. By Friday, my husband is exhausted, and I don't blame him because that's how I feel on Fridays when I'm working. So we watched West Wing and had a little whiskey, and it was lovely and the perfect evening. Saturday morning, we got up and fed the cats and played with the kittens, and we had tickets to see Oppenheimer. This was not the weekend that Barbie and Oppenheimer came out. It was the weekend after. We got matinee tickets because they're less expensive and because there's just less people in the theater. And this was a very long movie. It was 3 hours. I love Christopher Nolan movies, so we had a good time, but it was a very, very long movie. And I ate an entire tub of large popcorn, mostly by myself because my husband got a pretzel, but it was really fun. And I am glad that I didn't watch both Barbie and Oppenheimer in the same day. I think I probably would have keeled over from salt overload. Um, so I think I'm just stickering things wherever I can remember to sticker them. Oh my gosh. All right, so we placed another Amazon order on Saturday for more stuff, more supplies, more, I think just more everything, more cat food. The cats were actually eating a lot more than we thought, and at this point we weren't overfeeding them because we were trying to get them up to weight. They were actually underweight, and so I didn't mind feeding them 4 times a day. Now we're down to 3 times a day, which is much easier and better. But oh, that weekend sticker is so cute. I just love it there. Okay, so yeah, on the rest of Saturday we had pizza. I filmed some of the Plan With Me's in the afternoon, and we watched a movie called Demolition Man, which has Sandra Bullock in it. It was a very strange movie, but kind of interesting take on like what the future is going to look like, and I kind of liked it. So overall, I think this spread came out really well. I gave myself a manicure on Sunday and just kind of enjoyed it, and I did some more Plan With Me's that you're watching now. We just relaxed. I'm trying to use up as much of the deco as I can. But overall, I think this is a very good snapshot of exactly what my week looked like. And I'm so glad that I'm finally almost back on track and I am no longer behind on these Plan With Me's. So please stay tuned for the final look. Okay, so here it is. Here's the whole spread. I think it came out super duper cute. I love this kit so much. I might buy it again. It was really fun to use. I love this color scheme. It's like a nice mix of pastel and dark, and it was just super fun to do. So I think it went really well with the silver, but I could also see it looking really good with rose gold too, so who knows? This was the essentials kit, so for anyone who's interested in like, this is what I had left after I did all of this. And the only reason I didn't use these is because it's summertime, but I would have used them if it had been during the school year. Also that, I miss you payday. So anyway, this is like a great size kit if you already have. And what I loved about the deco was that it's so big that it actually takes up a decent amount of space. So I layered it on top of flags, but I could have just left it as white space and it would have looked just as good. I love this week. I think it came out beautifully, and thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you again next week. Take care. Bye.